Good afternoon folks, welcome back to Alternative Small Holding. This is a not Monday mumble. You've just got me today. So Rue is on her computer doing her work. So you keep getting reflection, don't you? I really need to start wearing my glasses. But I keep getting reflection, so no glasses today, I'll just be blind. So Monday, yeah, it's been a really busy day. Well, we had quite a relaxing morning and then we went outside and I did a lot of digging and preparing the garden beds and did some garden rescue kind of work for the series of reclaiming our garden from the chickens. But the problem is I can't use any of the footage because my neighbour basically likes to chat to me whenever she sees me, even if she sees me 10 seconds ago. It's a bit infuriating and it is a reason why we want to change everything, the layout in the garden, because I love her to bits. I really do, but my gosh, I just need somewhere in my garden where it can be private and I can sit and relax and enjoy what I'm doing. With my anxiety that I spoke about in our 5+ reasons why we YouTube, I don't like talking to people quite often. I just need headspace to get down and get my work done, and it can become a bit overwhelming. So yeah, so basically the short story in all that is I don't have any footage of the garden today, but I will film it when I can. So but what else have we been up to? Well, I've been potting on some seedlings. I've done some peppers and my celeriac, and I've saved a lot of those for our next what to say when video, which will be out. It's Monday today, isn't it? And there's only 28 days in February, so that will be out on Wednesday. And for that video I have been sitting down and doing a lot of what seeds can we sow now, and in the month ahead in March, and then thinking about what I want to grow and looking at all my flowers and just getting everything planned really. We do still have the giveaway. If you remember, was it last Monday mumble? We mentioned that we'll be having a giveaway. I do still want to do that. I just need to get something for it to make it extra special. So just bear with me. Hopefully it's sometime this week. We will be having a giveaway and it will be quite fancy. So, I want to talk tomato seeds because maybe tonight I'll start sowing my tomatoes. I actually, if you remember, I had it in my diary for, what is it, the 17th of February to do my tomatoes, and now it feels like, my gosh, it's almost March. And I always do my tomatoes in mid-February. But we've got a lot of tomatoes to grow this year, and our propagator still has some peppers in that, despite encouraging them very, very much, telling them that they are loved and they need to come and show their heads and join the party, they're not doing anything. And I'm really quite not annoyed, I'm a bit upset about it, because they were two varieties of pepper that I really wanted to grow. They were Zulu and Violet Mist, so totally different to anything that I've ever grown before, but they're not, it doesn't look like they're joining us this year, and I've given the rest of my seeds away, so I will have to do without. But what we do have is about 25 red Marconi's plants, which are the sweet pointy red peppers, and we have some De Toros and California Wonders and Pretty and Sweet, so we've got loads of peppers. So yeah, there we are, they're out the propagator now, which was going back to the original point of why we hadn't sown tomatoes. Note to self, if you're going to film a video, make sure the memory card's not full. So, tomatoes. This is my tomato bundle. I just thought I would share some of the varieties that I am looking forward to trying for the first time this year. Our aim with our tomatoes, or should I say, one of the things that we want to do this year is learn how many tomatoes we actually need, because we grew 32 plants last year and it was nowhere near enough, thieving aside. But we want to be more self-sustainable, yes, in our like tomato sauces, our soups, our passatas, and everything of that kind, as well as summer fresh tomatoes. So we're going to try lots and lots of new varieties. The reason we're trying so many different varieties and not just, can you just hear tappy tappy? Tappy tappy, that's all she's doing. The reason we're doing so many varieties and not just one of like, not just like masses of one type or a couple of types, is because I like to try new things. I mean, who doesn't like to try new things? But also, we've only really ever grown a few different types. We know we don't really like Gardener's Delight, and we don't like Moneymaker. My favourite tomato is Christmas Grapes because it is quite acidic and tangy. I can't actually eat the flesh, but I like the juice inside. It's very acidic still. And then we've grown Roma for sauces, which has never done fantastically. Black Zebra, and last year by accident the Beardy Dude sowed loads of Marmade seeds, which we'd never tried before, and to be honest I wasn't really interested in, but when they grew they were so lovely. So we've only got a couple of tried and tested ones that we like. So we know we wanted to do more Marmade possibly, and we wanted to still do Christmas Grapes as our cherry tomato. Oh, and we do Tumbling Toms. We have hanging baskets around the house and we do Tumbling Toms in there. But other than that, the world was open for us to try so many different varieties of tomatoes, and they're so pretty. So I just wanted to do lots of different varieties. Some of them I'll just do a couple of each one. Some of them, like Amish paste, I'm going to do a lot of because I want them for my cooking tomato. Well, I'll just talk you through a few of them. Some of them I've never even heard of, let alone tried Buddha Knocker. Pink. I believe this is a beefsteak tomato, so we'll be trying that one. I want to do more beefsteaks because Beardy Dude found out when he tried the Marmades that he really likes like properly sliced tomatoes, and he said he's had them before on like burgers and salads and things that he's brought, and they always just taste of water and not really tasting of tomato at all. And then he had our homegrown ones and he could not get enough of them, so we're growing quite a few beefsteaks, although they don't make the best sauces because they're still quite juicy and not very meaty. They've got a lot of seeds in. They'll still make they'll be good additions anyway. Amethyst Jewel, this one I'm really looking forward to. That one's going to be beautiful. And Naz Noir, I got this one from Premier Seeds, and this looks so interesting. It's like it kind of looks like Berkeley tie-dye, with it being a beefsteak or a slicer, and it's green with red stripes through it. When you slice into it inside, it is marbled with greens and reds, and also green tomatoes tend to have a higher acidity. Green tomatoes tend to have a higher acidity content, so I can actually eat them and I prefer them. So the Malachite box, apparently the best green tomato. Amish paste, which are my cooking tomatoes for this year. Spoon. This one is it's tiny. You know, like if you've seen the currant tomatoes, they're really tiny. It's one of those, and I'm excited. I can't wait to try this. Some of these tomatoes I chose simply because they've got cool names. I'm not beyond choosing something just because it's got a good name. And this one is Dino Eggs. As you can imagine, they're little like grape mini plums that look like little dino eggs. No idea how they taste. Don't really care. They sound cool. This one, really excited about. Brad's Crazy Cherry. So there's Barry's. It's Brad, isn't it? Brad at Wild Boar Farms? Yeah, it's bred by Brad at Wild Boar Farms, and it's a multiflora yellow kind of pear, plum, mini grape, that's the word, tomato with a little point on the end, and it gives these massive like multiflora bunches and trusses of tomatoes, and they apparently rival Sun Gold for sweetness. Now, I don't like sweet tomatoes, so I don't care about that, but I'm sure the child will. This one is apparently very rare. This is Rumi Banjam. Apparently it's a very rare heirloom variety. I think it's kind of like it's got yellow stripes that run through it. Red with yellow stripes running through it, I think. Well, that should be nice. Black Eisaku apparently is one that the chefs really like because it holds its shape and colour really nice when cooked. Burgess stuffing tomato. It grows and looks like a bell pepper, but it's a tomato. Inside is quite hollow, so you can stuff it and roast it. So that's going to be different. And then we've got Brad's Atomic Grape, which is probably one of the most talked about new varieties of tomato from Wild Boar Farms, and that looks so beautiful. So I'm looking forward to trying it. I've heard some mixed reviews about it. The actual seeds, when you buy them, say that they're split resistant, but I've heard that they split a lot. Some people say it's the best flavoured tomato that they've ever had, and others say it's really bland and watery. I suppose it absolutely depends on the conditions that you grow them in. If you grow them outside and you've had a lot of rain, then it's probably quite likely that they'll split. I mean, any tomato will split in those conditions. So I'm looking forward to trying it out and finding for sure. I just keep finding, every time I pick up a packet, it's like more inside. Kosovo, that's another cooking tomato that I'm going to try. And then we've got Emerald Green Cherry from Pennard Plants. Eros, which is the shape of a pineapple beefsteak, so that's a big yellow tomato. And Brandy Boy, I'm going to try that, as well as my lovely Christmas grapes that I cannot do without. I really need to figure out how many of each I'm going to grow. I did do it, I did sit down, I did write a list, and then I decided to do more, and we changed the plans of the allotment a bit, and now we've got another greenhouse. And so maybe the challenge should be grow as many tomato plants as you can, rather than saying, oh, I'm growing 100. Just fit in as many as I can and just put one here and there. I don't know. But what I really like about these varieties, most of them were sent to me by an heirloom grower in America who's part of like a seed exchange network, and she saves all of her heirloom seeds from peppers and flowers and all different vegetables, but predominantly it's tomatoes. So she sent me a massive bundle of these, and what I want to do is, if I can just grow one plant of something that I'm not too sure about and then I like it, I can save the seed from it, or I can save seed from it anyway so that I can pass it on to someone else, and they may like it even if I don't. So that's what I want to do. I want to grow a whole load of tomatoes, and I want to grow them for saving seeds. So the plan is, because these are open pollinated heirloom varieties, the plan is that I don't need to buy seeds for them ever again. As long as I save the seed properly and it's not cross-pollinated with another variety, then technically I don't need to buy seeds again, which is great. I mean, I'll probably still buy them because seeds, just because seeds. But that's what I want to do. So one of my goals for this year was definitely to learn how to save our own seeds better, and to make more of a concerted effort to do that. My tomatoes are probably the main crop that I've got to do that with, and it will keep us going for the future, going forward. And that should mean that we will have tomatoes for years to come, with varieties that maybe we can't even buy in the UK, so we could ship them in from somewhere else, but it would be at a cost, and they're probably grown in another area that is not our climate, so they may not perform brilliantly. So as long as we get a good flavour off them, then if you save seeds from your plants and you save them for a couple of years, then that plant basically becomes acclimatised to where you're growing it. So it will be a stronger, sturdier, healthier plant that is used to the conditions of your climate and soil. So, what else have we got to talk about? So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to cover all the floor in the living room with, we get an old duvet cover, so something from a charity shop, you cut it up the sides, and it'll cover the living room floor, the majority of it. And then we'll sit down and sow seeds together while watching a film or something. So that's what I think we're going to do tonight. and now I am going to love you and leave you because I have got to go and prepare dinner and get everything ready for sowing my tomatoes. So thanks for watching. This has been Jazz at Alternative Smallholding. I'm really sorry that I didn't get to show you what I did in the garden today. Have a lovely week and we will be back maybe tomorrow or Wednesday for sure. Okay, see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.